Congratulations to our junior student first marking period shoutouts. Rachel has been consistently focused on her work this marking period. She pops on Teams when she needs to, sends messages, and always seeks help with a smile. While remote learning may not have always been the easiest for Ariana, she's made it seem like it. All of her work is done on time and to a very high quality. She clearly takes pride in her work, and it shows. She works hard to solve problems and ask questions when she's stuck, which is rare. She has done a great job in the remote environment. Kaylee has done an exceptional job with remote learning. She attends every session and completes all work in a timely fashion. She's even found ways for students to edit documents and has shared step-by-step directions with the class. Sarah is always engaged and participating in class activities. So far, each of her portfolio submissions has managed to impress me both by their content and the creativity that she puts into them. Mr. Rogers completely agrees with this for her work in U.S. history. Bailey has done a wonderful job in chemistry so far. She attends all live meetings, turns in her work on time, and asks questions whenever she has them. It is clear how much effort she puts into her schoolwork. Mr. Rogers completely agrees on Bailey and says she is an awesome young lady to work with. From the beginning, Chance hasn't been afraid to ask questions for help. He communicates constantly to ensure he understands, and I love that about him. Ethan is engaged during live sessions. He keeps his camera on and is ready to learn. He is always the first to speak up and demonstrates enthusiasm during our lessons. Amy has produced some of the best work throughout the first marking period. She deserves a big shout out for her research and American history skills. O'Neill is a pleasure to work with on Teams. She is on time and participates. She asks questions when necessary, but more importantly, she brightens your day because of her positive energy and politeness. Matthew, or M&M as he's known in HVAC, has seemed to unlock his HVAC potential this year. He is dedicated to learn in both the online and in-person environment. He asks intelligent questions and learns from his mistakes quickly. His work in the shop environment has shown a great level of attention to detail. It's been a fulfilling experience to watch him grow. Mr. Rogers completely agrees and says that Matthew has been busting his hump for U.S. history this marking period. While Angela has suffered from distraction in the classroom, she has been completely on point and engaged, completing quality work on time throughout the first marking period. Great job, Angela. Not only does she have a job and is working all the time, she comes up with some of the most creative work. Her videos always give me a laugh, and her work is on time. When she had to miss class for driver's ed, she went out of her way to let me know. I've been so impressed with the professionalism and maturity Ryan displays in all of his communications to me. He is great at advocating for himself and asking clarifying questions. But on top of that, every single message is polite, respectful, and well-constructed. I am incredibly impressed by Ashley's work ethic and abilities. She currently has the highest grade in class due to her diligence and determination. She puts forth so much effort in her work and goes above and beyond. Antonio is always on time to live meetings and always logs back in when he's kicked off. He asks questions and provides feedback. Mr. Rogers reports that Antonio does the same in U.S. history. He's a rock star. Amir had some hurdles at the beginning of the marking period, but always communicated with me. He now shines as one of the brightest minds in American history. Trevor Smith goes above and beyond when it comes to completing his work. He advocates for himself and knows when to ask for help. He's been a pleasure to get to know and work with. Autumn has been a pleasure to have in class, always reaching out when she doesn't fully understand a topic or question. Always positive if she makes a mistake, willing to try things that are difficult at first, and come with questions. Mr. Rogers completely agrees. Autumn is the best. Congratulations to all of our first marking period shout-outs, and good luck to all of our Hawks in the second marking period.